helpful if we could remove the monopoly that religions have on the concept of God, because they don't own the concept. They just hijacked it and convinced everyone that they're the only ones that know, which is absolute garbage nonsense. Anyway, we'll call it reality prime as a stand-in for God. Reality prime is existence, creation. We are its extension. It's almost like saying we are its child. Like the way Jay was teaching us down in the Middle East a couple thousand years ago. It's almost as if we're his child, because a child gives their parent parenthood. A parent is not a parent until it has a child, and so it establishes parenthood. And the Course says, in the same manner or fashion, reality prime extends itself to us, its creation, and thus establishes its creation. And so we give reality prime its reality. At the same time, reality prime is our reality. So we share this reality, and this reality is infinite and eternal. And this sharing, this combination, is self-reciprocating. It just never ends. It just extends forever and ever and ever, infinitely, which is what the Course says it is. It's infinite, which would mean it would have to extend forever and ever and ever. This is occurring outside of space and time, so those limitations are not meaningful to this reality. And so that's our reality, right? Which is very difficult for us to understand, because as humans, we are delegated to using our brains, and our brains are literally wired not to understand anything past right before this point. It's a very challenging thing. Many, many brilliant women and men have come to this place where, had they known just a little bit more, they would have found peace in their understanding of the world. But since they could not find that anywhere, there was no information to give that, nowhere to get that from, they couldn't. Still, let's return to our concept. We have so this process of extension involves love, because reality prime is I personally logically look at this concept, and I have come to the conclusion many times that reality prime must be love. There is no other way for it to exist, or for this universe to exist, if reality prime does not exist. If reality prime does exist, then it must be. There's no other way around. We're not going to concern ourselves with the possibility that it doesn't. Right? We must wield our beliefs, understand them, and use them as ways to defend and move forward, instead of being used by them, as which is happening very much on planet Earth. Reality prime creates its creation, which is creation, and extends this creation infinitely. So its creation is extended infinitely. Reality prime is not a physical thing. It's not energy. It is a perfect thought. It is a perfect thought. You are its. And it has given you power. You have perfect thoughts. They are your birthright. And this knowledge is the beginning of our taking back what belongs to us. We made a grave mistake. Yes, 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 yes. A grave mistake. All of us have failed. We're all part of it. We all made this mistake. We don't remember. It's hidden from us. We can't remember. It's locked away. Don't feel bad. We were all one being. We were all one mind. But we made a grave mistake, an error in judgment, because we got selfish. We wanted something different. We wanted to be more in everything. We wanted reality prime to acknowledge us as more. And this simulation that we're experiencing is just a memory of that thought. Memory our desire to experience what is not perfect love. What is not one. That's why we're here. We had a choice, but there was several series of choices. It was a series of choices that brought us here. It's not just that we made a single choice and showed up. We made a choice as like a spiritual infant, right? Because of free will, God cannot impinge on our choice, or else it would negate free will. And to negate free will would be to negate reality times reality. And to destroy us, and it wouldn't do that because it loves us. It totally loves us. That's why we're here, because it wouldn't let us kill ourselves. We would have already been destroyed. We would be gone. And we are experiencing a memory of that, of the mind of the Son of God, when he had a thought that he forgot not to take as a joke, not seriously. This thought that's serious, ridiculous thought. But because of the power of mind, as reality prime gave it, it creates reality. So our mind creates reality, and if we think something, we're going to create that reality. And so we went through a series of decisions that got us to this particular version of reality that we understand now. That's what I want to explain to you before I head off and take a nap. So first we were joined as this one thing. Right? Always remember that all of the ways that we discuss this coming from the Course is essentially mythology. These are myths. These are made-up stories that we use to describe concepts that we can't describe in any other way but abstract stories. Again, it's set up that way. We're in a bad position. The universe the physical universe is set up to keep us from awakening, essentially. So it's not easy, but it's doable. It's the only worthwhile thing in existence, I think. But whatever. You don't have to think that, or you know. I'm just glad you're here listening. Yeah, so we want it to be different. Now, in this wanting, because we could not essentially be told no, since we're creators, we were put to sleep. This is referenced in the Jewish and Christian text in the creation of the world that the man was put to sleep at. Adam was put to sleep. And the Course points out that never is it mentioned that Adam is wakened up. Something to think about. Everything that happens to Adam after God, reality Karn, puts him to sleep, you never hear God waking up. Anyway, so we had this talk. We wanted to be different. We wanted to be special and acknowledged. And reality did not understand this request. It just didn't make any sense to it. And so it put us to sleep. Again, myth, whatever that means. This is just the path that I'm using. This is the path I can teach you. I can't teach you a path. Every path is different. They teach it in a different way. It doesn't matter the way they teach it. It doesn't matter what the myth is. It doesn't matter. Or the religion, whatever. What words you use, none of that matters. All that matters is the goal. The goal is to get back to remembering what you are, then you'll get there. It doesn't matter what path you choose. This is the one I'm choosing, and I'm not going to say that ever again. So, we went to sleep. Again, this is logic. It's not something that's happening in a way in reality or space. So it's difficult to comprehend. The choices that we made are not. And that's what's important to the metaphysics of this concept. Alright. So the first thing was that we wanted to be special. We wanted to be more. We wanted to try something different. We wanted to experience something different. This is not that bad. You're a kid. Think of this as a spiritual child. You're a kid and you want to try something new. You know? And God would, or reality probably never let you hurt yourself, so He'd let you play in a playground in your dream. Okay, fine. So that's loving and that's fine. But we're still spiritual children. So what happens next? Well, what happens next? Well, we decide we want to be different. We decide we want something different. And in this decision, the ego is born, which is the concept of a separate will from reality Karn, which we had not experienced yet because we were locked in the situation of perfect love, reality, extending forever, eternally throughout all things. But that's what we were doing before we entered the place where we thought it was reality. And we make these decisions. And in our sleep, we made the choice to make something up to believe in. Because we wanted to be different.